So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute, man. And make sure your doors is locked. Make sure your windows are secure and the house is safe because it's paranormal time. All right. Today's video is going to be ghost footage that gave viewers chills. Shout outs to Shadow, man. Shout outs to y'all. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Join the fam. And remember, you asked for it. So let's get spooky, baby. Here we go.
Ghost footage that gave viewers chills. Early hours. The next short clip was uploaded by TikTok user Roki_56_YT. The short video features a young girl walking through some fields in the early hours of the morning. She has been told for years now by her older brother and father that a spirit of a young girl can be seen close to an old house in the early hours. The following is a recording made by the girl trying her luck at seeing what she's been told for.
So you just had to find out for yourself, right? That's what's gonna get us in a lot of trouble. Our curiosity.
Years.
Hola chicos, estoy grabando este video porque mi papá y mi mamá se fueron a comprar una cosa en el almacén y mi hermano se van a estar en la pieza, pero yo sentí relojado por acá. No sé qué está pasando, pero tratar de grabar. ¡Ah! Miren eso.
It's very hard to see at first, but if you were to slow the clip down and zoom in, you can see a white face peeking out just slightly from behind a structure. Its eyes just visible, glowing from the darkness. The young girl who recorded this ends up dropping the cell phone in fear. However, it was later found by the older brother who ultimately uploaded this video. It seems as if whatever or whoever is peering out at the young girl that night doesn't just frighten the children, but everyone in the village. Night shift. Jonathan Valink, a man from Cali, Colombia, captured what he thinks could have been poltergeist activity a little over 5 years ago while working the night shift. He says that he heard some strange noises one night, something that he had never heard, so of course he grabbed his cell phone and recorded the following creepy clip.
¿Quién anda ahí? Monta la escalera. Escalera caída. Pucha, aquí no hay nadie. ¿Quién anda ahí?
Tough.
Todo está acá. No hay nadie. Esto está raro, muy raro. Yo escuché como si alguien caminara acá arriba. No. ¿Quién anda ahí?
Got a bad feeling, bro. A bad, like, yeah, he need to get out of there. Even, like, I'm feeling it and I'm not even there.
No te tengo miedo. Hijo de puta. No te tengo miedo. Puta.
Are you sure? Because your breathing suggests otherwise, bro. You saw what he says. He's like, I'm not afraid of you. I'm like, are you sure?
Se siente un ambiente pesado. Un ambiente pesado. No puedo ni respirar bien. Las cosas que se cayeron. La loción.
Crazy.
Sea lo que sea, no te tengo miedo. Para nada te tengo miedo. ¿Por qué haces esto? ¿En qué puedo ayudarte? ¿Qué necesitas? Dime, ¿necesitas algo? ¿En qué puedo ayudarte? Pero no me hagas esto. ¿En qué puedo ayudarte?
As you've just seen here, about halfway through the clip, we can see random objects from the level below moving seemingly on their own. A few people that have viewed this video in the past have suggested that this is all fake and has almost certainly been staged. However, judging by Jonathan's breathing that night, you could
Right.
start to think that this may just have been some sort of paranormal activity. But who knows? What do you think? This creepy photo makes up the thumbnail for this week's video and features two women in a car, one of which is taking a selfie. What both of them failed to acknowledge, though, was the three semi-transparent figures in the field on the side of the road. The original story behind this image is lost somewhere on the internet, however, it makes for a really creepy thumbnail. Just what were these creepy-looking figures? Reflection.
That's why I say, and I'm gonna continue to say it, cameras, man, they are a gateway into the other world, bro. I'm telling you.
The next video comes to us via a Japanese YouTube channel simply named Q. The channel only has a handful of videos, however, they're all creepy in their own way. This clip is no different. Titled House of Mirrors, this video uploaded by Q shows a young Japanese man wandering through an abandoned house full of, you guessed it, mirrors.
Don't do that. Anybody else? Heart kind of, along with that creaking noise? Yeah. I ain't like that.
The story goes, a couple were living inside the house while looking after an elderly woman with dementia. The couple went out one day for shopping, came back, and the old woman was gone without a trace. At one stage, the wife thought she had seen the old woman in the reflection of a mirror, hence the reason for so many of them now. The couple has since moved out of the house, however, hired the original recorder of this video to go through the house and film the reflection of every mirror, to make sure that the elderly woman's reflection wasn't showing up. The original recorder left the house sure that this old woman had most definitely moved on, capturing nothing abnormal other than a door moving on its own. However, he was very wrong. It appears that the
Okay, I was about to say, I thought I was tripping, but I saw it too, but I was waiting on the commentator to come back and say something.
original recorder didn't catch the elderly woman on camera, but yet what looks like two other unknown figures. Check out the Japanese YouTube channel Q for a handful of creepy videos just like this one. In the woods. A man who goes by the name Throat Sing King on TikTok recently uploaded a video that went viral all across the internet. The creepy clip in question saw him doing his throat singing thing peacefully in the woods, when all of a sudden a deer took interest in his abilities. However, it appears that there may just have been more watching than first thought.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and I was confused. Alright.
Close viewers noticed that there were a couple of unknown figures in the background. This frightened many watchers as they weren't quite sure what they were looking at.
Whoa.
However, the man known...
First of all, it's crazy what he doing. You know what I mean? That you can stop animals in their track. But it looks to me like you're not just attracting animals either.
As Throat Sing King soon updated his followers with a video explaining everything.
So a few days ago, I posted a video that got over 1 million views, and currently thousands of people are wondering what that thing in the background is. You'll understand what I'm talking about if you actually click on this comment and watch that video. Anyways, this is story time for that video. So I'm in the forest, I'm live on TikTok, overtone singing and answering some questions. Overtone singing is a type of sound healing, you'll see it in the video if you watch it. As I'm overtone singing, I notice a deer starts to approach me and I try to show my audience. So then I zoom in on the deer and you see that in the video. And then you see these creatures in the back. I didn't even really notice them at the time. I just don't have that good eyes. So I didn't really think much of it at all. All I wanted to do was post a video that was part of my live. So I downloaded the live video. I don't know if you guys know you can do that on TikTok. Your live is recorded on TikTok and you can download it. And I didn't even know about any of that stuff in the background. I wasn't thinking about that at all. I just wanted to show my throat singing attracting a deer. And then out of nowhere, I see all these thousands of comments scared out of their minds about what this thing in the background is. And honestly, there's a lot of speculation. Some people say it's a skinwalker, a cryptid, a wendigo. Some people think it's just a turkey, a deer, people. You know what? I'm not even going to tell you what it is. I know what it is. And I'm just going to avoid a collective gaslight by not telling you. Some people have also accused me of orchestrating the whole thing, which is definitely not the case, because I can get a lot of views just from overtone singing. Why would I need to orchestrate this whole thing with someone in the background to get more views? That just doesn't make any sense.
So, could the Throat Sing King have captured something super creepy on camera that day? Or is this nothing more than a couple of regular people looking on as our recorder sings?
That don't look like regular person movement. Did you see the way that thing moved to the side and came back around? And, like, that wasn't regular.
Regular people looking on as our recorder sings. You decide that for yourself. A haunted hotel. There are many supposedly haunted buildings all around the world. However, one building that is often mentioned as one of the creepiest is a small English hotel called the Kirkstone Pass Inn. There have been many ghost stories over time about the Kirkstone Pass Inn. However, the one that prevails is of Ruth Ray, a woman who lost her life one very cold day after attempting to walk back up to the hotel after visiting a nearby village. For this story and many others, the Discovery Channel included the small hotel into an episode of a program that the company used to produce called Haunted Hotels, that originally aired in 2001. Here is just a small portion of said TV program from all those years ago.
Kirkstone Pass Inn sits 1,500 feet above sea level in the Cumbria region of northern England, making it one of the highest buildings in the country.
It was originally a coaching inn. The foundations date back to about 2,000 years. So you're talking a building that, predates the birth of Jesus Christ.
And the pub was actually built, was serving beer in 1496, when Henry VIII, I think, was 13. So quite a lot of beers have gone out this place.
The inn's nearest neighbour is 7 miles down a treacherous mountain pass.
It's like being in God's back garden, But when the mist rolls down, it's like you're in the middle of the clouds, And it swirls. And it swirls around the windows. And if you can imagine sort of what Jack the Ripper's fog was like, it's just like that. You can't see at all. It looks like somebody's holding a white blanket in front of the window pane.
Many have lost their way, never to be seen again, when the weather in the tranquil pass suddenly gives way to unexpected storms. One of the victims of the mountain pass was a young mother named Ruth Ray.
The story of Ruth Ray dates from the early 1800s, and in those days, poor people didn't have any other transport apart from their feet.
Ruth was at home tending her newborn son when she received the news that her father was on his deathbed.
This part of England is very mountainous, and if you wanted to go somewhere, you had to walk.
Ruth set out over the pass to see her father.
She'd had to take a baby with her. So she walked up Kirkstone Pass in the snow, and nothing was heard from her.
You're literally on the edge up here. And if you were to walk out and the pub was closed and the mist came down, you would never find your way back. You would walk off the edge. You just wouldn't find your way. You can't see it. It's so dangerous up here.
You can imagine the emotions of a woman walking, knowing probably she's going to die, and also knowing that her child may die.
Wow.
There's no hope. The despair must have been incredible.
Ruth's frozen, lifeless body was later found near Kirkstone Pass Inn, just a few feet away from the warmth and shelter that could have saved her. In Ruth's arms,
A few feet. A few feet away, bro. Oh, man, that's heartbreaking.
lay her infant son.
by a miracle, she'd wrapped the child in a shawl, and the child somehow been kept warm and sheltered by its mother's body, and the baby son was alive.
Some say Ruth's love for her child is what keeps her spirit at Kirkstone Pass Inn.
The reports of seeing a woman cradling a baby, seeing a woman looking for something, hearing a baby crying.
Ruth's wintry spirit is said to be shrouded in despair, doomed to search forever for the child she was never able to raise. The very stones of the old inn seem to be etched with misery of the wretched souls who left this life too soon.
That's why you don't get in between a mother and her love for her baby, bro.
Kirkstone Pass Inn in Cumbria, said to be one of the most haunted inns in England, is also thought to be home to the spirit of a small child.
Neville was a young lad. He was probably maybe 10, 11 years of age.
Kirkstone Pass Inn was one of the first coaching inns along the busy trade route to Scotland, and long ago, Nettle was the son of the inn's carriage master.
Wagons used to come up, change the teams of horses, people maybe come in and have a beer or stay the night.
Nettle eagerly awaited each new traveller who came up the pass, until one day his excitement led to disaster.
He heard carriage coming. He walked into the road and he didn't stop. They ran him down. He died. They killed him. And the coach didn't stop at all. Just went straight on to Scotland. He's one of our people that stay with us now.
At Kirkstone Pass Inn, it is believed that Nettle's impish spirit is the force behind many baffling pranks.
One evening in particular, I'd done the cashing up, put the burglar alarms on, locked all the doors, went to my own. When I came in the morning, all the chairs were all stacked on top of the tables. All the paintings we had on the wall were all taken down and were laid on the seats. Couldn't believe it, And that's the sort of little tricks that he gets up to.
I was about to say, the chair stacking looks definitely like something a kid would do.
Hotel staff say they've grown accustomed to Nettle's mischief.
Lights come on when they should be off and doors are locked when they should be open. You definitely get a feeling you're sharing it with another entity, I suppose.
He's a kid, he's having fun. It's as if you can hear him laughing at you, He's like your naughty grandkid or your naughty son, but not malicious.
Locals believe that lurking within the walls of Kirkstone are much darker spirits, ghosts whose identities are not known and whose intentions are a mystery. One ghost is said to be the most evil of all its spectres, the mere mention of whose existence is strictly forbidden within the pub.
One evening, my maintenance manager and myself were cashing up when we heard somebody walk across the ceiling. We had a dog with us at the time, so we went up the stairs, opened the door to the corridor, and tried to make the dog go first, being brave. She wouldn't go. She sat down and totally refused to go.
Animals ain't crazy, bro. I done told y'all that, man. They gonna survive. They gonna survive.
So you can imagine two big guys, right? One saying, "You go first." No, you go first.
Somehow they knew these noises.
And y'all would be talking about me, how I would be out in the woods, man. You see other people the same way. Nah, fam, you go in there. I'm gonna wait right here. No, you go.
Were neither the pranks of a young boy nor the cries of a desperate mother, but something far more terrifying.
We burst into the first room, opened the door, flashlights everywhere, nothing. So we went to the second room, hearts bumping, nothing. So now we know that whatever is in the last room, because there's no other way out the pub, and this is the final room. We took a big deep breath and burst into the room to saw something black flash across the side of the wall, and it kind of like dissolved through the wall. It was something evil. It made you scared. That was the most frightening time of my life.
Staff of the Kirkstone Pass Inn say the many spirits, both good and evil, will always make their presence known.
At times we've looked out and you see people along the road. You go outside the door and there's nobody there. They want to know about you and you want to know about them. Sometimes things happen and we just accept it.
But personal experiences have left some locals with a healthy respect for the existence of the supernatural visitors.
Well, the local taxi driver won't come in the pub. If you order a taxi, they'll wait outside. They will not come in. And one of the guys is about 6'2", and he weighs over 200 pounds. He's a massive man, you know. And one day he had an experience and he will never set foot in the pub again.
The taxi driver would never tell anyone what had happened. But the event...
That's bad right there, bro. When the taxis won't even pull up there, they're like, no, this is as far as you walk to us if you want to ride. If not, we ain't coming up there. Like, that should let you know that that place is haunted and not right. And yeah, no way. I'm staying clear of that. You got a kid, you got a lady with a baby, you got something else. Like, no.
Left its mark.
He wouldn't set foot in the pub if you offered him 100 quid, he wouldn't come in.
Just behind Kirkstone Pass Inn grows an ancient hanging tree where countless criminals once gasped their lives out. It is said that silent souls still roam the site of their untimely deaths.
We had a tree in the back garden where people used to be hung. And because you weren't allowed to be buried in consecrated ground, they just used to throw them over the fells, so you could be walking along maybe one day and find a skull or something.
The inn was also the site of a battle where the English ambushed a band of marauding Scots.
So death just surrounds that place.
They killed every single one of them. It was a complete massacre. I think there are a lot of unhappy things that have happened around here. And I think sometimes maybe, every now and again, they come back.
Although this particular episode of Haunted Hotels, originally produced by the Discovery Channel, doesn't feature any photographs or video of supposedly real ghosts or spirits, the many stories told have held true by locals for decades. A quick Google search on the Kirkstone Pass Inn today will yield many recent creepy stories and interactions by visitors that never knew the building was haunted. Perhaps this is actually one truly haunted building occupied by spirits from decades and centuries past. From what you've seen here, would you stay?
Look at it, bro. Like, I know you ain't supposed to judge a book by the cover, but this place looks haunted. And you can almost get that feel from not even stepping inside. You get it from the outside first.
Overnight at the Kirkstone Pass Inn. Massage gone wrong? This following creepy clip is really quite short. The video in question was originally uploaded to TikTok by Saul Pinto Gallo. The clip shows a couple at a dinner table where the woman is receiving a back massage by her partner when, all of a sudden, she tenses up as if she is in pain. Just check this out.
What? Am I tripping? Did something run past? Look up under his arm. Look like a little kid, didn't it?
Slowing down the clip, we can almost see what looks like the transparent figure of a child running off right after the woman turns around. The writing on screen says, "Everything was fine until something paranormal happened." It's not entirely clear whether this is actually paranormal or not. However, the child does seem to walk into a solid wall. Many viewers think it's edited, but what do you think?
Yeah, man, that hotel, bro. Yeah, y'all stay clear. That death surrounding it on the outside, then the lady, then the kid, then everything what they found in that room. It's just certain places, bro. It's just nah. And I'm not gonna be the one that say they should, tear it down because they may feel like otherwise, but like when the cab driver say, hey, you call a cab driver and say, I need a ride, and they say, cool, but we ain't coming up there. No, we gonna stop right here. You need to come down. Or we just not coming. I don't care how much money you offering. That's a tell sign of what you dealing with, fam. Period. Like what cab driver turning you down. You know what I mean? But y'all get at me in the comment section. Ghost footage that gave viewers chills. I felt it. I felt it. All right, it's your boy L, man. Y'all stick around and stay tuned. Till next one, I'm gone. Peace.